Hello, and welcome to the first video announcements of 2018. I hope you all had a good holiday and a happy new year. I hope 2018 is starting off well for everyone. We are starting off with a whole bunch of things going on here as usual. This Saturday, January 6th from 10 a.m. to noon is a curriculum check-in and training for teaching teams and faith formation volunteers. All of our faith formation teaching volunteers and anyone who's interested in learning more about our faith formation program are invited to gather in the church dining room and classrooms to check in about their classes, review plans for the spring, and connect with other faith formation volunteers and with Sadie. If you are planning to attend, there is a sign up genius. Sadie would love to know how many people to expect. I will put the link for that in the comments. This Sunday is the first Sunday of our month of intention. For January, our theme is intention, and we'll be thinking about that in all kinds of different ways. This Sunday is a chapel Sunday, so our children will begin down in the chapel for a service with Sadie and with one of our worship associates. And all of the adults and older youth can gather in the sanctuary for a service about intention and thinking about why we set intentions when they don't always work out. In fact, often don't work out. I hope to see you there. We are looking for ushers and greeters for all of January. If you are interested in serving in that role, I'll put the Sign Up Genius link in the comments. There will be a lead greeter from the membership team present every Sunday to support our ushers and greeters so that it's an easy job and you don't have to worry too much about getting all the details right. There'll be someone there to walk you through it. Our youth group is meeting on Sunday, meeting the next 3 Sunday evenings from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. These first 3 meetings in January are going to be planning and leading up to our first youth group sleepover of the church year. And if youth wish to participate in the overnight, we need them to attend the previous planning sessions. So if your youth would like to come to the overnight at the end of the month, make sure they make it to youth group early this month too. On Monday, we have our monthly drop-in grief group led by Karen Campbell. Karen works for hospice and has a lot of experience facilitating groups like this and is leading anyone who has experienced the loss of a loved one and is working through that grief to come and join her. She'll lead you through some conversations about different aspects of grief and provide a safe space to talk about all the challenges that come with grieving. That's from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Monday evening in the chapel. Our community interfaith choir is gearing up for their next performance. They will be performing on Saturday, January 13th at 6 p.m. at First Baptist Church at the annual interfaith service celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The interfaith choir will be rehearsing for that this Sunday, January 7th at Temple Beth Abraham at 6 p.m. and on Wednesday, January 10th at 6:45 p.m. in the chapel here at UU Nashua. You can see communityinterfaithchoir.org for more information and contact Jed Holland if you have questions. And that Martin Luther King Jr. celebration is open to the whole community. I went last year. It was really wonderful. I'm planning to go again this year. It's Saturday, January 13th, 2018 at 6 p.m. at First Baptist Church. It's always a wonderful tribute to the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. The program this year is entitled Love Shall Win, and the keynote speaker is the Reverend Dr. Neil Pearson of St. John's Baptist Church in Woburn, Mass. There'll be lots of music, lots of folks from the community, and time for fellowship and refreshments afterwards. I hope to see you there. Later in January, we're going to have the second of our Common Read workshops on Tuesday, January 16th from 7 to 9 p.m. Adult Faith Formation is sponsoring this second workshop using the book The Third Reconstruction by Reverend Dr. William J. Barber. The topic will be leadership, and it'll be led again by Roy Goodman and Carrie Perkeiser. There's a sign up genius for that, which I will put the link to in the comments. Also, later in January, our Adult Faith Formation is doing a 4-week course called Owning Your Religious Past. Through reflection, discussions, and journal writing, we'll explore our past religious perspectives and experiences and explore what we hope to become. This workshop is open to all who wish to explore their religious pasts and move from discomfort and awkwardness to affirmation and wholeness. These sessions will be led by Jeff Bieland, and Sadie and I will be co-leading that on alternating sessions. And the dates are Mondays, January 22nd, January 29th, and February 5th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. and one Saturday session on February 3rd from 10 a.m. to noon. You can attending the complete series is ideal as each week builds up to the previous one. And there is a sign up for that, which I'll put in the links. And finally, save the date for our next All Ages Saturday program, Saturday, February 10th. We had over 40 people at our carol sing last month, which was really wonderful, and included a potluck and a parenting conversation. And we invite you all to attend our next All Ages event in February. From 4 to 5, we'll learn about and create a chalice for every household to bring home. It'll be a creative program of art making and exploring the ritual of lighting the chalice. From 5 to 5:30, we'll enjoy a potluck dinner together, and 5:30 to 7, there'll be a children's program of games, crafts, and maybe a movie. And parents are invited to join a conversation about bringing Unitarian Universalism into the home. And that event is open to people of all ages and families of all varieties. So we hope you'll mark your calendar for that and join us. That's all I've got for this week. If you have something that you'd like me to include next week, you can send it to me by 9 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and I'll make sure it gets included. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay warm, and I look forward to seeing you this Sunday to kick off our month about intention.